Hello, Bronco fans and football fans everywhere. Welcome to the Broncos Buzz on the MHRT network, as well as our own channel, Broncos Buzz on YouTube. This is a show that is everything brought to you by emotion, passion, honesty, and of course, my comments, Spence's comments, your comments in the chat. We are Broncos Buzz. Hey guys, thank you so much, each and every one of you, for watching the show, jumping in on the very first Friday of 2026. Hence the fireworks up in the background, signifying Happy New Year. We hope each and every one of you had a wonderful, safe, by watching this show. Thank you so very, very much. Spence, before we get into the show, how was your New Year's and how was New Year's Eve and how was your New Year's Day?
New Year's Eve was great around our house. We became the daycare center for
daddy daycare.
Yeah. Oh, the Smiths are home. Yeah, we could drop their kids off and run out and go have fun. Yeah, the Smiths. Yeah, we were daycare centers. So we had a lot of fun. We enjoyed everything, and it's been a very peaceful yet 2026 so far. I don't think we have seen the sun out here in Santa Clarita yet. So
we haven't seen the sun in like 2 weeks, dude.
It's been
raining like crazy.
What does the sun look like? I don't know anymore.
They tell me it's this brown thing that's really bright, but I know the only thing I see that's round and really bright now is just light in my eyes. But other than that, I haven't seen anything too bright, man.
That's the only thing round I've been seeing is my beer mug. 2 ounces.
Is you ain't got no more?
Yeah, I downed it. Come on, that's what I do.
It? But okay.
Yeah,
starting to wonder about you. I was going. Wow, I know it's January dry month, but don't start on the show. Hey,
it's not dry out here in Santa Clarita. It's been raining nonstop. So,
as very true, very true. My New Year's Eve was fun, interesting. I watched the ball drop on the internet and followed some people. Not followed, but watched them because I don't follow them. But watch some of them. They're walking through downtown Lower Manhattan. That's crazy, dude. After the whole, because it's behind the scenes stuff. So these guys are walking around with these, the cameras on these sticks or what. I don't know what they do. But anyways, it was pretty interesting. All the confetti on the ground and how much there was. It's crazy. And just a ton of people in downtown New York. And then my wife and I, we were woken up. We weren't really asleep, but we were trying to get to sleep at midnight. And our neighbor, like kitty corner to us, was firing out real fireworks. I mean, like real freaking fireworks. They went up about 100, maybe 150 feet and just exploded. And I'm like, something's going to catch on fire, man. I know it, but it never did. But man, the last 4 they shot off, dude, was those white ones that could just go boom, boom. It shook the house. I thought the whole freaking foundation was just going to engulf. It really shook. It was crazy. Almost like an earthquake shake. It was really weird. Never had that before. Oh, kids, man. Kids. And then New Year's Day was fun. Sat back and watched the Rose. Did you watch the Rose Parade? Did you get into that?
I got into it a little bit. My wife really gets into it. She makes sure she records it, not on just Channel 5 out here in LA, but Channel 2, Channel 4. Channel 5. So she can watch it in multiple ways, in multiple fashions, and it just
and get multiple perspectives. That's a good idea.
Yes. And watch it over and over and over and over and over.
I always watch it on KTLA 5. That's a plug for KTL. I always watch on KTLA 5 because there's no commercials.
No,
when you watch
we had it on there, but she kept flipping around and going there, going there, and going somewhere else. But it's fine. She enjoys it, and she's gonna have the replays over and over and over. And I'll keep asking. You know what's gonna happen? I'm gonna come to July. I'm gonna be like, okay, honey, we have it here in the recording. Can we delete it now? No, you got to see. I was like, honey, you have 4 different recordings of it. Do you still need all 4? No.
It's funny you say that. It's funny you say that because you sound like my wife. and I sound like Anna. No, you can't. Don't you leave it. What you're doing is gone. I can't get it. No, I love it, man. I will tell you one thing about the parade. I have to admire each and every one of them, the band members that were playing in the rain and just didn't even miss a beat. And how about the two spectacular floats that I love? The one with Mount Rushmore.
Yes.
And the one with the three eagles. Oh my gosh.
I did hear that one. No, there was one band that came out that there were some girls who were throwing batons or throwing came in very skimpy outfits. I hope they're all feeling okay because it was pouring rain when they were walking down the street right near my old job, which I miss. But
oh, really? You used to work on Colorado Boulevard?
Not too far away, just off Colorado and Orange Grove. There is an organization. I'm not going to even say it or pronounce it or even think about it. But I used to work for them. I never worked at that office building because they moved there during the pandemic, and I was fully remote. But
interesting. Wow. Nice.
You know what?
Man.
I got to bring up this comment because I think Robert Marino hit it right on the button.
Yeah, my nephew Bobby says Rose Parade will be nothing compared to the parade in downtown Denver. Well, let's please hope so. But hey, first things first, Bobby. But I love your optimism, man. Love your optimism. And by the way, Bobby is a true diehard Vikings fan. So I know that he's feeling a little bit sad this season, but hey, thanks, Bobby, for your support as always. Rudy, my brother-in-law from Vegas as well. And Happy New Year to Bill and Spencer, a.k.a. Steve. There you go.
No problem, Ruby. I hope you had a great New Year.
Ruby. That's a good one, man. That's good. All right. Avatar. Oh, my gosh. Avatar.
Where have you been?
Holy crap! Oh, and he is a member. Look at the green.
Oh my God! I did not. I was going
to Avatar. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for being a part of the network and the membership.
Hey, and he says, "Guess who?" Yeah, well, we're trying to guess who because we haven't seen you in like a month of Sundays, dude. Wow, so glad you're here. Hope you had a fantastic Christmas and New Year's. Man, love it. Said love the Avalanche hat. Okay. Thanks for bringing that up because I got sidetracked with everything else. My niece for Christmas got me this Avatar. Got me this Avatar hat. Got me this Avalanche hat because I didn't. She wanted me to have a new one because I do have this one, but she wanted me to have a new one, so she got me this one. And I'll tell you what, I love it, man. I love it. The only thing better than this is having it say 2025 or 2026 Stanley Cup champions. I'm sorry about that, Spence. I know the other night didn't sit well with you when the
you know what,
Avalanche beat the Kings.
Hey, you know what? We made it a game for 2.5 periods.
Well, you did. You really did.
We were there.
Yeah, you were there. Okay. David Yonkins chimes in and says, I bet the Chargers are BS, everyone. I bet all the starters play except for the quarterback. No, they're not. I hear some 3 or 4 defensive players are playing. I know their safety's not playing. I don't think Mac is playing. I'm not sure, but doesn't matter. We need this win. Look right there under my name. Must win this Sunday for #1 seed. Beat LA. Yeah, we got to.
And David, there's going to be some strategy that comes into that game that the Chargers are going to implement depending on how the morning games go. We'll talk more about that a little bit later.
But see, here's the issue. Before we get in the first hour, here's the issue. The Waggers, Chargers, if they beat us, they play us again. No, if they beat us, they go to #6. And they're
at 6 right now. They're at 6 right now.
They're at 7. They're at 7, right?
According to NFL.com, they are at 6.
You're right. I stand corrected. You're right. They're at number 6 right now. So that means they would play the Ravens. They don't want anything to do with the Ravens. So if they lose, we get the number 1 seed and they play the Patriots.
Not necessarily. Like I said, it all depends on the morning games. What happens with Buffalo, what happens with Houston is going to basically make a difference. We can talk more about that when we get to that segment, because there's a lot to play for. I mean, Houston, they're going to win. They're going to beat Indy. No ifs, ands, or buts.
Well, yeah, because Philip Rivers said he's not playing. No,
right, but it
wouldn't matter anyways.
But here's the thing: it's what Buffalo does against the Jets. Now, the Jets are obviously going to want to tank. On. No, if Buffalo loses,
I know, but you really think Buffalo's going to lose to the Jets?
Yes, I think they would. No, here's why. Buffalo, I think, has a better chance of progressing through the playoffs going to New England than going to Houston or to Jacksonville, who they lost to this year. So that's the strategy that the Chargers, before they make their decision on who to play and who not to
make their decision. Well, let's see. Well, they win and we lose, and then they lose, and then they win. Okay, we're doing this.
Yeah,
I know but see, here's the thing. We're going to get into what I didn't bring it into tonight's topic, and I probably should have. In fact, I can find it real quick. Some teams are wanting. I'll bring it in real quick because we're on that topic.
Okay,
some teams right now are wanting Roger Goodell and the NFL Brain Trust to investigate tanking, because the Raiders are tanking and they want them to investigate. And here's the thing that they can do. What they can do is, and I agree with this because this is what they do in college, and I don't want to get it wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's similar to what I'm going to say. What they can do is they can have it where the 2 teams that are fighting for the number 1 overall pick, the winner gets the number 1 overall pick, not the loser. The winner. So now they're going to go out and try and play to win the game. That's how it should be. That's exactly how it should be. Not sitting back and just playing all your 3rd string or 4th string or bench people or college people that never played football. No, play to win the game. Because if you win the game, now you get the number 1 pick. I don't know how that would work. It would have to be after the season. I don't know how that would work, but that sounds to me like the fair way to do it. Don't you agree?
No, you know what that would be? That would be the Friday night game. That would be the Friday night before the Saturday playoff games would be. You have that. And it's the USFL that had it and merged with the
USFL. That's what it is.
They have that where when the playoffs begin, the 2 worst teams go in, they play a game to see who has the number 1 pick. So
that makes perfect sense. Because now you're playing for something, not trying to lose for something.
And it's a little extra cash in the team's hands and the NFL's hands, because there's probably not going to be a game scheduled on that Friday night right before the playoffs begin. Win for everybody.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because honestly, if the Raiders played at full capacity, I know Jack's not here yet. If the Raiders played at their fullest capacity, they probably would have made it a much closer game against the Giants.
Sure.
But here comes the difficulty. Beyond a reasonable doubt, can you prove that a team is, quote, tanking? I know. That's yes. Yeah,
yes, you can. From the standpoint, did you mean to really tell me that the Raiders look good last week?
But did their players on the field purposely tank? Yeah, they didn't put. Now
they didn't put 100% effort. Put it that way.
They didn't put their starters
and they benched. Right. What's his face?
Max Crosby.
Max Crosby. And Crosby had showed a video of him playing basketball and jumping on a trampoline. Come on, man. Really? That tells me they tanked.
They tanked, but also I think that was a way to show that he wants to be a part of this organization. So I think it was a double-sided video. I applaud him for that. But Cheech and Chong's back.
All right, Bronco Bill, I'm back. All right, nice to have you, man. Hey, what's happening?
Nice.
Bobby says, I joined the Broncos bandwagon. Last time I checked, we don't have bandwagon.
We don't have a bandwagon.
We'll welcome you into the fold. How's that? We'll welcome you into the fold. He says, I have my Jay Cutler Super Bowl ring on.
He must have gotten it from a Lucky Charms box.
Jay Cutler doesn't have a Super Bowl ring. And I don't think now I'll show you my Super Bowl rings. I mean, they're not real, obviously, but hey, I love your support there, Bobby. Thank you.
We love you too, and thank you for being a part of this show. We appreciate you. Also,
that's what it says right there. I love you.
Yeah,
I love you. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate
it. We love you too, being part of the show.
J36912 says, everyone just keep calm. So should we say this of what Aaron Rodgers said? Everybody just relax. RELAX. Okay. So we're going to relax with what? We got a big game this Sunday. 1:25 Pacific time. It's not going to, it's not going to be a pushover, Spence. It's not going to be a pushover.
No.
The Chargers, they're not going to lay down. They may not play their starts. They may really not want to win the game. But deep down inside, it's an AFC West foe. It's on the road. They could spoil Denver's party.
I think both teams are going to take the same approach to this game. Let's just get out of here with no consequential injuries.
True. Oh, my gosh.
On my favorite scream. Guys,
scream.
on my favorite scream are this YouTube, okay?
I thought I said my favorite stream. Okay. Well, either way, I'll take favorite scream. Okay.
My little, is that you, Henry? My son's good friend. Is that you, Henry? Anyways, I really appreciate it that you love me and just so you're the first one that I ever seen that was good. I came up, not my mind cannot stop building crazy on you drive because you guys are so nice. Well, mumbo jumbo, but we appreciate it. Thank you so much, Milo.
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Just saying. Oh boy. Whip Hero said nobody wants to play my Jags in the playoffs. You know something? I would have to agree 100%. At this point in time, the Jaguars look incredibly strong. Incredibly strong. That Trevor Lawrence, it took him a couple years. It took him a couple years to find his niche and get his feet underneath him and have the team built around him. Holy smokes, that guy is good. That guy is good.
But Whip Hero, you might have to go to Houston where you got beat earlier this year. I know you had the lead most of the game, but you did get beat by Houston, and that might be your first round opponent if you guys slip down to the 6th seed. But if not, I think Jacksonville could go either to Baltimore or to Pittsburgh and win first round matchup. So they're going to be an interesting team.
Avatar said Chargers are in the 6th seed right now because they own the tiebreaker over the Bills. Okay. There you go. I got corrected. That's totally fine. That was from Avatar. Go ahead and read that one. That's for you, Spence.
I'm sorry to hate you, but I really love you. You guys are my okay.
So
Now
does he hate us or does he love us?
I don't know. It's like we got one of those lily flowers. He loves me. He loves me not. He loves me. He loves me not. He loves me. Okay.
Well, that's good. Navman, what is up?
What is up, Nabman?
Happy New Year, my friend. Happy New Year. Let's get to that real quick. Hang on, let me get to that. Oh, I gotta get back to that. The Happy New Year part. What do I do? Which one do I do? I don't have a. Woo. How about this? How about this one? Nope. How about this one? There you go. Don't have anything else. More sounds. We gotta get there.
While you
nope.
Sam Watkins,
Go ahead.
For you. Well,
what's that?
According to Sam Watkins, Josh Allen is coming for us. Well, he's first got to get through either New England or the AFC South winner first. So if he's coming for us, he's got a big bump in the road to get over first.
Well, not only that, but Josh Allen hasn't looked that good. He hasn't looked that good lately. No. Jay. You guys are always getting mistaken by being Bears fans for taking our colors. Well, there's a lot of teams that are red, white, and blue. Patriots. Who else is red, white, and blue? The Buffalo Bills. So I get what you're saying because they're very similar in colors. I do get that. But the main difference is you guys have a C on your helmet and we don't. We got that on our helmet. So that's the difference right there. So, but yeah, it's funny because I work at a golf course and somebody will show up with head covers with orange and blue. I'm like, yeah. Oh, never mind. So yeah, you're right. You make a good point though. You make a good point.
Hey, Clayton Huron, how you doing?
What's up, Clayton? Nice to see you, man. Nice to see you. It says smash that like button and share, guys. Absolutely. Thank you so much. And then follows up by saying, Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you. Hence the background put up so you guys can see the fireworks. That's symbolic of Happy New Year. So hope each and every one of you have had a wonderful, safe, Happy New Year. And 2026 will be magical for you guys as well as us on the show. So thanks, guys, for your support. Really do appreciate it. Clayton Ron, been working like crazy. Snowy here in Wisconsin. Well, yeah, here in Wisconsin. Well, you got the snow. We got a ton of rain, man. We got a ton.
I wish we had some snow out here.
I know. Brad, want to pronounce that name?
Haragoyan.
Haragoyan.
I know he's
good evening. And Happy New Year, my fellow brothers. Who's ready for Sunday? We are. Throwback jerseys. Let's go.
I know they have played some of their best games with their throwback jerseys this year.
Okay.
So all right. Bring it on. And Brad, I agree. Bring the throwback jerseys.
Oh, I think you almost said throw up. Bring the throw up jersey. You know what throw up jerseys are? The freaking Wagoners jerseys. I hate them freaking things.
Oh, remember when they wore the banana uniforms and got their butts kicked? You only saw it in one game.
I wish they wear them again. Bobby, my nephew brings this up. Absolutely, Bobby. We talked about that last night in chat. Said New Year's Eve always reminds me of Darren Williams. May he rest in peace. Darren Williams, number 27. That's when they're coming out of that nightclub at 2:00 in the morning on New Year's Day, and mistaken identity. He was shot and killed by by a gang member.
Yeah. Amen. Unfortunately, to
Thank
that.
you.
But
Thank you,
move
Bobby.
on.
Yep,
So
absolutely.
Whip Hero, funniest thing can happen is Chargers having to go back to Jacksonville. We all remember what happened to them in 2000 or 2020. Also, Trevor owns Justin Herbert. He's 3-0 versus him. Yeah, that's why strategy comes into how the Chargers are going to approach the game against us. Do they want to try to be the 6 seed? Do they want to be the 5 seed? Do they want to be the 7 seed? Honestly, if I'm the Charger ownership, be the 7 seed, because that's going to be our better chance, I think, to make it through the next step and not have to go face Baltimore or Pittsburgh in their environment, go face Jacksonville or Houston. Best chances against New England.
And Whip Hero follows up by saying, as long as we, meaning Jacksonville, beats the Titans Sunday, we will at minimum keep our 3rd seed unless y'all talk about the Broncos or the Patsies slip up. Then they get the number 1 seed.
It is still possible, but
Bite your tongue.
It's possible. It's not going to happen.
Well, let's hope not. Let's hope not, man.
Some good starts to the chat today. Thank you guys all.
Absolutely.
Bill, I like this. We're 27 minutes into the show. We haven't even got through the first topic yet. That's how much we appreciate you guys in the community.
Yes, very true. But we kind of have, because getting into that first topic, the Broncos have won the AFC West for the first time in 10 years. But can they secure home field advantage? We'll get into our predictions of our thoughts on the on the matchup this Sunday, but just your thoughts, Spence, on what the Broncos needed to do to win the AFC West was to have the Chargers lose to Houston last Saturday. What do you think of that game? Was that elation? Was that ecstatic? To me, it was absolutely, we are back.
You know what it was? It was a great sushi dinner for my kids.
Why is that? Because you had a bet?
Oh, just a little. Yeah. I mean, Houston has played the AFC West very well this year. So I was getting 3.5 points. That was almost like a gift. And the Chargers against playoff teams so far this year have been, You know what? Now comes a situation where Sean Payton has got to focus on what is going to get his team to get the W, but to come out healthy and ready for the playoffs. No fancy stuff, no trying to, hopefully they put the Chargers away early and they can let your favorite quarterback come in, stint him, and run the offense and get some good experience. I'm happy that at worst, and lightning bolts hit me. Worst case, we're going to be
whoa! Stop! Time out. You used the word lightning bolt. We're talking about the team we're playing Sunday. Bite your tongue. How dare you use that in the same sentence? I should ban you from the show. Bye-bye. Get out. Okay, I'll take you back. It was a slip up. I'll take it.
It was a slip up, but at the same time, a lot of what is going to happen in the morning games is going to determine how much we see from the Bronco players coming up. I know they probably got they went to Kansas City on Christmas night with everything. I still am shocked, and I wish I would have bet, but I didn't want to because I can't. I mean, the Broncos being favored by 13.5 points at Kansas City on Christmas night with the NFL and the only game, and the referees were going to make sure it was going to stay as a close game. The Broncos got out there with a win. Great. They got home. They were able to watch the Chargers lose, have a party, have a celebration. Now they can get their focus. One game. That's
do you
it.
really, do you know what? Do you know what? When the media asked Sean Payton, how did he celebrate winning the AFC West with the hats and the T-shirts? You know what he said? I never brought it up to the guys. I kept them focused, and he says, besides, those hats and shirts are ugly. We're not silver and black. Have you seen those hats?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
They only have a little bit of orange and blue here, and the rest of the hat is silver and black.
But
seriously?
But this is what Sean Payton. Yeah, great. We won the West. Who cares? That is not the ultimate goal. The penultimate goal right now is get the number 1 seed. Mm-hmm. That is the first. That is the secondary goal. Get the number 1 seed. Don't have to leave Colorado until you take that plane flight from Denver to San Francisco to play the Super Bowl.
Oh, so, by the way, I got something. I have it on my phone, but I've got it also memorized. Are you ready for this?
Bring it.
In Super Bowl 50, 10 years ago, because this is Super Bowl 60 coming out. Super Bowl 50, the Broncos won the AFC West. The Broncos had home field advantage. The Broncos beat the Patriots to go to, or was it Buffalo? Somebody in the East. Patriots. I think it was Patriots to go to the Super Bowl. This year, the Broncos won the West. Oh, by the way, Super Bowl 50 was in Santa Clarita. I mean, no, Santa Clara. Santa Clara. Well, you guys don't have a stadium yet? Come on. No.
No, we don't want a stadium.
The Super Bowl is in Santa Clara. This year, Broncos won the AFC West. If they beat the Wagoners, Chargers this Sunday, they will have home field advantage. They very well could have the championship game against the Patriots. And Super Bowl 60 is in Santa Clara. Holy smokes. Is that an omen or what? Think about it. Broncos haven't won the AFC West in 10 years until this year. And it's exactly on the path of what happened in Super Bowl 50. Oh, by the way, Super Bowl 50, who was the most dominating defense in that particular year? Denver. Who's a predominantly defense in this year's Broncos team? Defense. I mean, who's the most?
You want to try to ask that question again?
Who's the most?
Here. Grab another beer.
Never mind. Anyways, you know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
The Broncos defense was dominating in 2015, and the Broncos defense is dominating in 2025. You talk about similarities? You talk about the. I mean, I just sat there and just looked at that, read that, went, oh my gosh, that is insane. That is incredible. Absolutely incredible. All right. Speaking of incredible, let's get to the chat real quick before we jump in, because we got to always acknowledge the chat. They're the backbone of this show for sure.
Nabman here talking about the Raiders are going to get that dude in the draft. Clearly, the rest of the AFC West knows us getting Mendoza, and a build around him is bad news.
Okay, here's the deal. Mendoza, let's say he goes to the Raiders. Let's just say, okay, Mendoza, Mahomes, Nix, Herbert. 4 young quarterbacks in the strongest division in the entire NFL. Holy smokes.
Well, Mahomes isn't that young anymore.
I know, but he's still okay. Let me go back and rephrase that. Athletic, ability to win, head coaching. So you got these head coaches of Sean Payton. You've got Sean Payton. You've got the guy from Kansas City. I can never remember. Andy Reid. And then you've got Harbaugh. And then you've got Pete Carroll, who might not be there. But anyways, it doesn't matter. But you got 4 strong head coaches, potentially four strong quarterbacks if the Raiders get Mendoza. Holy crap. Did you see the game that he put up?
Against Alabama.
Yeah. Yes, against Alabama. That guy can throw, man.
Now, man, here's going to be the big thing. Yes, you're going to get Mendoza. Who is going to be your offensive coordinator? That is the big question. You're going to have the talent in the QB position, but who's going to lead him? Are you guys going to go after Mike Shanahan, his offensive coordinator with Indiana University?
It's not the same Mike Shanahan that was a Broncos head coach.
No relationship. But he's going to need a professional voice, not a Chip Kelly, not a retread, someone who's experienced, who's going to lead them to the next step. Who's that going to be, Navman? That, because as important as it is getting the talented quarterback, you need a coach who's even more talented and more educational to lead him to success.
But isn't that crazy that his name is Mike Shanahan? He has an offensive mind genius that Mike Shanahan. Isn't that crazy? Because I had to text my buddy who lives in Indiana, whose son went to University of Indiana, and I said, "Hey, is that the Mike Shanahan that was the Broncos head coach for 2 Super Bowls?" He goes, "No, just the name's the same." And I said, "Well, guess what? So's his talent."
Yeah, amen to that. Anthony, Broncos 49ers Super Bowl. It's possible. I mean, the 49ers have the momentum and they have all the tiebreakers, so anything's possible. That Seattle-San Fran game on Saturday night, that's going to be a fun game to watch.
Yeah, it will. All right. I don't know why, but my nephew wants us to do this, so on the count of 3, let's do it, all right? You ready?
Ready.
1, 2, 3. In!
Come! Lead!
There you go, Bobby. There you go. I don't know. Maybe he's recording it so that we can he can put it somewhere. I don't know. It's all good though, man. Hey, we do whatever you guys want in the chat. Well, not everything.
Hang on. I've got to show this one. Henry, good to have you as part of the program. This is my
Henry. Nice to have you, bud. Nice to have you. Absolutely.
Henry is one of my son's besties. So, Henry,
nice.
Glad you're part of the show. Hope you guys are having fun over there at Henry's house. Oh, yes, JoJo. My daughter wanted to come in. I thought she wanted to jump into the show. Anyways, Henry, hopefully you guys are having fun over there and Aiden's behaving.
Wow. I don't understand this one, but I'm going to bring it in. Whip Hero says also the Jags are the real AFC West champion.
Well, they've beaten all 4 teams.
Yeah, that's true.
That's true. Good analysis.
Yeah, Anthony, I could not agree with you more. LA is sitting starters. We better get this W. Oh, yeah. Can you imagine? No, I don't even want to go. I'm not even going to say
No. We're not even bringing that.
No. Brad says we are 16-time AFC West champions. 16-time. I don't get it. Do you?
No, and Brad, I thought Brad's a hardcore Broncos fan. I don't think we've won the AFC West 16 times unless. Well,
wow, that would have to go back to 60s. I do have to bring this one. Jay did bring a point. Remember, Jay was saying that we copied the Bears colors. Said, who's the oldest team in the NFL? Bears or Broncos? All right, I will give that to you. The Bears are the older team of the two because they were established long before 1960. But maybe it's because the Broncos just love those colors. Just saying. But yeah.
By the way, Brad is correct. The Denver Broncos have won the AFC West Division 16 times in their franchise history, with their most recent title here in 2025. So Brad, you are correct.
All right. Wow. You schooled both of us, man. You schooled both of us.
I didn't think it was that many, but
I did not know that. I didn't, especially back in the day when the Raiders owned the AFC West. Remember that when the Raiders with
do
John
remember
Madden?
that.
Wow!
So here, we'll show it one more time and give him Brad.
Wow!
Applause
Way to
for
go,
that.
Brad! Way to go, man! Shoot, we'll have to give him here. We'll have to give him this. Let's give him this. There you go. There you
All
go,
right.
man. That was fantastic, dude.
Daniel, how you doing? Happy Friday to you. Hope everything's going well with you.
Where in heaven's name, Mark? We got a ton of people in the chat. This is fantastic. You guys are amazing.
Well, that's the new year. You know, everybody's coming out. We want to acknowledge everybody.
Hey, Paul Shatter. It used to be Schaefer. I wonder if you changed it. It used to be Paul Schaefer. He's number one in the hood. Woo-hoo! I like it. I like it. Hey, that's the thing that the Avalanche do when they score a goal. They go woo woo. There you go. Jack Kenna is in the house.
Nice, Jack.
Hit them likes and have a beer.
The wife's right over here.
She can't hear you. Oh, you got your headphones.
Oh, you want to bet?
Hey, all of a sudden you go, what was that?
I could be 10 miles away from my wife. She still hears me. She just shushed me right now. Oh, by the way, Nabman, Spence has a great setup. Once done with the show, he just rolls over backwards and hits the bed. Well done. Oh no. I would love I'd love to, Nabman, but I'm married. Gotta go to my next job.
No, he hits the broom and the dustpan and the dishes and
laundry. Oh, I gotta do laundry tonight.
Wow. Dang, man. Hey, Paul Shaw says, I love the incomplete chant. It gets in the quarterback's heads. I do too. I love it.
I love it. I absolutely love it.
Yeah, I do too.
We forgot Cairo. Bill is going to be conflicted this week with his beard team, the Broncos, and his actual favorite team, the Bolts.
That's it. That's all I got. And you guys will never see any yellow anywhere on this body or in this house. My wife, I think I told you guys this a long time ago. Maybe you guys weren't here at the time or whatever, but my wife bought me this yellow shirt, and it had some stripes of like little tiny Spence after tonight is no longer on the network. So she bought me this yellow shirt. I mean, it was a nice looking, it was a collared shirt. It was really nice. And she goes, I got this for you. I went, but it's got blue stripes. She goes, yeah, but I think it looks nice. I said, I ain't wearing it. And she's like, what do you mean you're not wearing it? She goes, put it on. I said, I put the freaking thing on. I said, I'm not doing it. I never wore it once. She took it back and she goes, why won't you wear it? I go, seriously? She goes, no, are you serious? I said, yeah, I'm dead serious. I'm not wearing it. I'm not wearing it. How come this come up recording?
I don't know. Are you recording this?
No, it says uploading. Huh.
Oh.
Something. Okay, I don't know. All right. Anyways, well done. Doesn't matter. We'll figure it out later. I'll figure it out as we go at the end of the day. D-Rock, what is up?
What is up, D-Rock?
D-Rock in the house as well. Happy New Year, Big Bill, Spence, and chat. All right. Thank you so much, D-Rock. Really do appreciate it, man. Hope you had a wonderful and safe New Year's and New Year's Eve. I mean, New Year's Eve is where it all really happens. Crazy. All right. Now let's get this topic number 2 as we're 45 minutes in. But it's been fun. You guys are off the hook in the chat, man. You guys are electric. You guys are fun. Love it. All right. A couple of Bo Nix topics. They go hand in hand. Bo Nix. All I can say is listen to these. These are incredible stats. Here we go. With the Denver Broncos win over the Chiefs this past Thursday, Christmas, Nix has 23 wins, which is the second most wins in NFL history. NFL history for a quarterback in his first 2 seasons. A win this Sunday would give Bo Nix 24 wins and would tie the NFL record.
Don't say it. Don't say it.
With Russell Wilson. He could have set the all-time record had he beaten the Jaguars, but that didn't happen. Anyways, but think about that, Spence. That is remarkable. 24 in his first 2 seasons with a head coach that never had a rookie quarterback that he's ever had to coach other than Bo Nix. That's impressive. That is impressive. And yet, I know Bo Nix isn't a rookie this year, but he was last year, and he got 11 wins last year, and now he's got 20, or now he's got 13 this year. That's pretty impressive.
Amen to that. Yeah. The only thing I have to give Russell credit for is he did it in the 16-game season. Bo's done it in a 17-game season. So Bo had 2 extra losses, or you could say 2 extra opportunities. I can't give Russ credit because don't. But Bo, go out there and tie for the record, make it happen. Let's see a lot more.
Go ahead and read it. Jack Kenna wants to know. Go ahead and read it.
At Spence, can I share the 12 noon video with Nav 3, me and Nav 3 friends like all of us? So funny. Absolutely. I did a video where I was pacing around the house and I was like, oh my God. It's 11:59. It's 11:59. Come on. Wife doesn't let me drink until 12. I'm in.
Dude, it was quarter to 12 and you showed your dog and you're like, are you ready? And you're like, okay, you can't wait either.
So yeah, Jack, go ahead. Share that with anybody, everybody. Share with the world. Put it on your Raiders broadcast. Amen to that. Rudy, have a great night. Great having you part of the show.
Enjoy your dinner. Whatever you're going to do, sit back and if you can, just you don't need to chat or whatever. Sit back and enjoy the show or watch it later. It's all good.
Yes, it was, Jack.
Yes, it was. Funny. Nav wants to how many? Oh, go ahead.
Sorry.
How many of those wins were because of Bo Nix? I would say quite a bit.
Quite a bit.
Quite a few. And the main reason why I say quite a few, how about the comeback, 33 points against the Giants? How about the clutch game against the clutch comeback against what was the Chiefs to hold them off, right? We had to get that touchdown. Was it a touchdown or a field goal?
Touchdown.
Yeah. It's, things like that where, I mean, it's a team effort. Don't get me wrong. It is a complete team effort. But hey, when you got a quarterback like Bo Nix, hey, it's good things are going to happen, no doubt about it. Okay, on the heels of the first Bo Nix one, here's a second Bo Nix follow-up. If Nix is 23, if Nix is 23 wins and possible 24 in his first 2 seasons isn't impressive enough, try this on for size. Here we go. Nix is the only, not Russell Wilson and nobody else, but Nix is the only quarterback in NFL history with the following: 20 plus wins, 7,500 plus passing yards, and 50 plus passing touchdowns in his first 2 seasons. And he isn't a starter in the Pro Bowl. Well, let's hope that he doesn't go to the Pro Bowl because we'll be in the Super Bowl.
Don't want him in the Pro Bowl.
And he isn't a starter in the Pro Bowl or even in the MVP conversation. How in heaven's name is that even remotely possible, Spence. You've got those kind of accolades, those kind of accomplishments, and you're not in a conversation because there's a guy by the name of what's his face in New England?
Brett May.
Yeah, no. Brett May. Yeah, Brett May. Yeah. So how can he not be in a conversation in MVP? Oh, I know why. Because the NFL doesn't recognize anything west of the Mississippi.
I've been saying that. I mean, football does not. Football.
Drake May.
Draw a line just west. Just draw a line just west of Kansas City. Anything that is football that is played west of that, the media doesn't recognize as being real football. Now, anything in New England or in Buffalo or New York, right there where all the media can go drooling and be like, oh, yes, oh, we love it. They'll recognize it. You know what? Pro Bowl, Schmo Bowl. It doesn't matter. The Super Bowl is all we care about.
No, I get that, but how can you not put Bo Nix in the MVP conversation? It just doesn't make sense to me.
Because of his touchdown to interception ratio. And also another stat that I saw is he led the league in what they call bad passes. So
do you agree with that? Cairo says Nix is not in the conversation because of all the draft and NFL scouting and media people had the wrong take on Bo. And the fact he's doing great pisses them off. People hate to be wrong.
I think you have something there, but I also think it's just the media does not clamor over Sean Payton, doesn't clamor over the Broncos like they clamor over the Jets or the Bills or the Patriots or anybody or the Chiefs or anybody else that's in the NFL marketing wheelhouse.
Yeah,
that's just how the game is played.
I know it's politics. I know it's favoritism. Obviously, and
National
I know
favoritism league.
Exactly. And you know what else it is? Where's the money?
Where's the money?
Is the money more in New England? Is the money more in Buffalo? Is it more in Baltimore? Oh, I'm sorry. Those are all east of the Mississippi. I stand corrected.
Yeah.
All right. Now,
Walt Schaefer brings up a point. MVP Bo. Possible, I agree. Rookie of the year, RJ Harvey. I would probably disagree with that. I think there's a gentleman who's playing for Tennessee, running back, who's got about 2,300 combined yards. So thank you, Paul.
Thank you, Paul. Thank you so much. Best Bronco pod. Thank you so much, man. That is awesome, dude. That is so awesome. Really, really
honey, someone thinks we're the best podcast.
We're the best.
She just rolled her eyes. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, hang on. Look at this. Guten Abend aus Berlin, Deutschland. Julian, how you doing?
Wow. Good evening, I guess, from Berlin. Wow.
No, good morning. Berlin is 9 hours in front of us, so it's almost 3 a.m.
Wow.
He's having his beer and his
Duschenland. That's German, obviously. Guten Abend aus Berlin, Duschenland. Yeah, I'm half German, but I should have learned the language. My mom was 100% fluent in German. I should have learned it.
When it comes to beer consumption, I'm 100% German.
Oh, speaking of that, have you ever had any German beer?
Yes.
Oh my gosh. My buddy at the time when he was in the Air Force in Germany, he would send me care package six beers like this. They're huge. They're like 30 some ounce, 30 ounce, whatever they are. And he said, you got to drink it room temperature. I said, you're out of your freaking mind. I drank it room temperature. Oh, so freaking good, dude. Oh, so good. Oh, that is so cool, man. That's so cool.
Really,
Thank you so much for chiming in, man. This is awesome. Well, sorry.
thank you, Julian. And I'll
Best
tell you
in the
this.
show.
Nice.
Best in
Thank
show,
you.
Kona.
I did a semester of my MBA. I did a semester for my MBA in Mannheim, Germany. Loved it. Had so much fun, but it was so difficult that I couldn't go out and enjoy the life as much. They do Christmas what I wish we would do here in America. Their Christmas markets and everything like that. You go walk along there, you try all the different schnapps and everything they have. Oh, it's so much.
You know what blows me away, dude, is when you see these young women carrying 3 of them big old glasses full in each hand. I would not want to wrestle with them, man. I know, but 3 in each hand.
No, 6. I've seen them with 6 of those mugs in each hand. Those are, remember my daddy juice mug?
Yeah.
These girls would carry 6 of them in each hand out to the customers.
Dude, can you imagine? You'd want that woman to be your bodyguard. I'm telling you. I mean, think how strong she would be, man. To be able to lift that. Holy smokes, man. Oh my gosh. Oh, Brad. Wow.
Thank you,
Brad.
Thank you, Brad, so much. We really appreciate the.
Says you gentlemen are absolutely phenomenal. Best Broncos podcast on YouTube. You guys are the only podcast I will ever listen to. Wow.
Well, we appreciate that, Brad. Thank you so much for that. We try to make sure that while we're the leads here on this big couch, everybody is part of the show. Everybody's comments. There was even someone who earlier said a bad word about Green Bay. Hey, we appreciate your comments. We probably won't show the foul language, but we appreciate the comments and everybody being a part of this show, because without you guys, we would never have a show. So please, more comments, more feedback, more input. You want to change the topic to a different topic? Go ahead. We love going on tangents and talking about everything.
Yep. Here's to you, Brad. Thanks once again. Oh man, that was fantastic. Paul says, do you agree San Diego beer is best? Denver's beer is close second.
I gotta be honest.
Oh, I told you, like Spence said, we go all over. We do all kind of topics.
I haven't really had a chance to go down to San Diego into some of their pubs and some of their beer houses.
Ooh, have you ever had Carl Strauss's Red Charlie?
I can't say that I have.
Oh, so good. Do you like ales?
I like ales.
I love ales.
So I'll drink ales, lagers, and blondes.
No, you'll drink anything, dude.
No, I'm not. I'll drink some wheat beers. I won't drink any of the heavy ones, because it's like you drink half a beer and your stomach all of a sudden goes.
So you don't like Guinness? You don't like Guinness?
Guinness bloats me.
Guinness.
I appreciate it, but
Guinness is
I know my limits.
All right. Okay. Speaking of limits, we better move on. Cortland Sutton. Speaking of another fantastic Broncos player, Cortland Sutton has 3 1,000 yards receiving. He's tied 4th in Broncos history behind whom? Guys, come to Tennessee and I'll show you plenty of good drink. So Cortland Sutton is 4th in Broncos history with 3 1,000-yard receiving seasons. Who is he behind? Who's number 1?
Demaryius Thomas.
Close. That's number 2, but who's number 1?
Rod Smith.
Bingo. Rod Smith 8 times he's had it. Demaryius Thomas, who you said second, with 5. Who do you think, and this is an old school guy, who do you think Cortland Sutton is tied with?
I think we had this topic last week.
I don't care. Just say it again.
The old school gentleman from the Broncos in the 60s who was lighting it up but got no recognition. 60s, 70s. Oh,
Lionel Taylor.
Lionel Taylor. I was trying
Taylor.
to remember.
I know. My wife goes, I can't read your writing. Why do you write like that? I said, that's how I write. Okay. Okay. So if that topic was last week, then we just what happened?
Gotta give me a quick minute. Boss needs help.
All right, guys. I will take it from here. Let me go to the chat while he's doing that and see if we got anything here going on. Let's see. Okay. Brad says, who in Broncos football history, not including Tebow, because he led us into the playoffs? I have a question for you, gentlemen. Who is the worst quarterbacks in franchise history? Well, I wouldn't say Tebow was a bad quarterback. Like you said, we went to the playoffs. I like Tebow. I really did like Tebow. I liked his energy. Worst quarterbacks Broncos have ever had, I would have to say Jay Cutler. I could not stand him. I know it's personal on my end. I just didn't like Jay Cutler. I didn't like his attitude. I didn't like his demeanor. Glad we got rid of him. The other one I didn't like was probably I can't say Brock Osweiler because he was there when Peyton Manning was injured and he kept us going, and got us into the playoffs and helped us get in the playoffs. So I can't say Brock Osweiler. The other one I would have to say would probably be who's the one that went a Spence? Who's the one that went to Seattle, quarterback for Broncos? I can't think of his name. Who? Oh, Bubby Britt. Somebody said, Paxton Lynch. Lynch was I couldn't stand Paxton. So the question was, going back to the question so you can read it. That ain't this one. Who's the worst quarterbacks in the Broncos franchise history? I said I couldn't stand Jay Cutler because I didn't like his attitude or demeanor. I don't like Paxton Lynch. I can't say Brock Osweiler because he was there when Peyton Manning needed him and Broncos needed him to get us in the playoffs. The other one would have to be where was it? Bubby Brister. Would you agree with Bubby Brister? I mean, I wasn't that bad. Drew Lock. Oh my gosh, Drew Lock.
I was waiting to come with that one.
Yeah, Drew Lock. Yeah.
Drew Lock, but Osweiler gets a close second because
but Osweiler was there.
You didn't let me finish.
Okay.
Osweiler helped us, but when we gave him a great chance to flourish, he went somewhere else and got exposed for the fraud that he truly was.
Oh, I agree. Oh, Jack Kenneth says, love me again as I'm Irish. There you go. Oh, speaking of Irish, has anybody in the chat ever been to Ireland and toured the Guinness? I hear it is absolutely fantastic. I hear it's absolutely fantastic. Just wondering. Okay. Let's go to another great Bronco player. We talked about him a little earlier, and that is none other than, of all the players the Broncos drafted in the 2025 draft, RJ Harvey has made the biggest impact. Brian Knowles of FTN Fantasy and formerly of Football Outsiders has named PJ Harvey as the running back for the 2025 all-rookie team, starting running back for the all-rookie team. Knowles said, and I quote, "In terms of raw yardage, Harvey is third among rookies in all-purpose yards, just 66 behind Trayvon Henderson, and just 14 behind Austin Gentry. Amazing. Do you agree that he should be put on the all-rookie team?
You know, I know we discussed that in the green room, and it's hard to put him ahead. There were 3 other running backs who I could not put him ahead of. Can't put him ahead of Gentry.
No,
I couldn't. No, I think Gentry had a good season behind a rough line and everything that was going on with the Raiders. I'm trying to remember. I'm looking at my notes here. Sherman Dyke, was it, with Tennessee, was having a good year. I know Gentry was there. There was a few others. I want, as a Broncos fan, I want to put him there. As an NFL fan, I think there are a few other better options today as a rookie.
All right, let me ask you this question. Who's our other running back that got injured?
Dobbins.
Yeah, J.K. Dobbins. If J.K. Dobbins, okay, let me rephrase that. Let me put it a different way. With J.K. Dobbins injured, do you think that put R.J. Harvey in a position to achieve what he's achieving now? Or do you think had Dobbins still been there, Harvey wouldn't be where he's at?
I think it's Dobbins' injury has propelled Harvey to a faster learning to where he needs to get to. So I think it, for having 1,216 yards this season, it's a great accomplishment. Total yards, it's a great accomplishment, but I don't know if it is. I just feel that you watch him as he's running and he's still not figuring out where the hole is. He's trying to still bounce out and do other things. Receiving the ball, yes, I would put him on the rookie team. As a running back, I hesitate. I hesitate because I think he does have the ability to be great, but I think he just needs a little more seasoning and a little more time in the video room, looking at where the hole is and getting to take himself outside of his body and look at where the holes are and what he's doing. I think he has.
Navman says R.J. Harvey belongs on the all-rookie team. He follows up by saying it should be Hampton, Genty, and then Harvey as the running backs.
Would not agree with that, but don't forget Trayvon Henderson with New England also.
Yeah, there you go. Oh, there you go. Bingo. You just nailed it right at the same time you said it. Maybe Henderson.
That's it. If I had to choose 3, it would be Hampton, Gentry, and probably Henderson. Harvey would be number 4. It being just a global view. I know, but if I'm being a Broncos fan, he's in there. If I'm being open-minded.
Come on, we're not supposed to be open-minded on this show, dog. We got blinders on. No, just kidding. Ooh, that's messed up. Genty, that's messed up. Okay, now we are going to get into. Yes, guys, it is that time for this week's. Oh, hang on a second. This week's Jackass of the Week.
You suck, you jackass.
All right. Right before the playoffs, this comes out. Right before the playoffs. Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Stephon Diggs, Patriots wide receiver, is charged with a felony strangulation, or suffocation, and misdemeanor assault and battery as a result of an incident that took place on December 2nd of 2025, last year, just a few weeks ago, per the Boston Report. Diggs smacked a former personal chef in her face and trying to choke her over a salary dispute, per and confirmed by TMZ. Now, before I go any further, over a salary dispute? The guy makes millions of dollars.
Yep.
And he's worried about a little bit of this or a little bit of that. I don't know what that monetary value is. It doesn't matter. You don't go and choke somebody. You don't go and assault somebody. Oh, and I continue. Hang on.
More to
The
come.
police report also alleges Diggs threw her on the bed.
Oh boy.
What did he try and do? That wasn't revealed, but it's in the report. Hang on. Diggs' arraignment is set for January 20th. January 23rd, in the middle of playoff time. Good. That's what he gets. That's what he gets. But the Patriots said, and I quote, "We are aware of the allegations and we will have no further comment at this time." End quote. Of course you won't. But Diggs is your top receiver on your team. And these allegations come out as of it happened December 2nd. And I know that there's investigation and stuff, things happen, but I just find it very interesting and ironic that they came out right now at the end of the season when the Patriots are in the playoffs and they're trying to focus on what they're trying to focus on. And maybe, just maybe, a little payback is headed the Patriots' way because they've been so coddled and so babied and so loved by the NFL all these past seasons and years. Maybe it's time for what's that old saying? The chickens come home to roost. There you go. Welcome to New England, Stephon Diggs. Why do you think the Vikings got rid of you all those years ago? Because maybe they knew something. But Spence, I know you've said it many times. These guys think they're above the law. But seriously, why you're going to choke a female for asphyxiation possibly? And I didn't put this in a report, but the elbow is underneath her chin with tugging strongly.
Mm-hmm.
And he thinks it's okay. Oh, because you think I owe you more money.
Yeah, you want to know something? I did a little research on this, and like I said, I have a few buddies who work in the NFL. One of my buddies got a hold of someone who works for the Dallas Cowboys, and they could not deny nor confirm that there was cover-up of a lot of off-field actions by Stephon Diggs. One of the two primary reasons he was released by the Dallas Cowboys is one, performance on the field, but two, off-field performances. Now, they only focused on, well, his antics in the meetings and everything like that. There were a few off-field incidents that were covered up, allegedly. Like I said, I can't. My one good friend who knows somebody, he wouldn't lie to me, cannot deny nor confirm that the Cowboys got rid of him because of saying that if this happens to go to trial, what do you think's going to be coming out in that trial? A lot of conjecture and a lot of information, both from the Minnesota Vikings and the Dallas Cowboys.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
This guy, and you want to know something? It's interesting how the date they made it. They made it for January 23rd. correct?
Yep.
That is the Friday after the divisional round of the playoffs. So what are we speculating here?
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna have the hearing be right before you have to jump on an airplane to go to Denver to play a playoff game, or we're gonna have the hearing here because we think you're gonna get eliminated before the playoff. This is going to be an interesting case. Now, innocent until proven guilty. But this is going to be an interesting case to follow because there's going to be a lot of history should this go to an actual jury trial that could come out that could be very damaging to Stephon Diggs.
Oh, yeah.
His career might be over after this playoff run.
Yep. And maybe not because maybe the Patriots just cut him. Just say, you know what, we're done with you. We just can't have you on here anymore. You think Vrabel, the head coach, is going to put up with this?
No,
I saw an interview where they asked him about this, and he said, I know about the incident. I know about the situation. We're going to let the investigation do their work, and we'll take it from there. That is a big open statement. He said, we'll take it from there. They might just release him. They might just say, you know what, you're done. We want nothing more to do with you.
Well, and a coach has to say that because they got to be neutral. They can't show favoritism toward the player or toward the law. They have to be mindful of every bit of information that's coming out. You know, you're innocent until proven guilty. The organization can't back him and say he's 100% innocent. He did all this because if it's found out to be true, there's egg on the face for the organization. So that doesn't look good for them.
And that could also be ramifications from the NFL.
Yeah,
because they would back somebody
that they were covering up, which could lead to fines, loss of draft picks.
But here's my thought. Why hasn't the NFL stepped in and suspended him?
Because all this is he's been arrested, but he has not gone before.
Oh, got it. Okay.
Yeah, he hasn't. He might have been arrested, and again, he's innocent until proven guilty, and so the NFL can't take any action unless they have solid video evidence that says, "Hey, we have evidence that you did this."
Yeah, like if they had evidence of harmful to like taking drugs or not drugs, but taking performance enhancing drugs, and they have evidence on it. Yeah. Okay, that's a difference. Okay, you got a good point. Okay, we're gonna back out of this and we're gonna get into a feel good story. I know a lot of you people are not gonna like this, but you know what? I like it. So here is backing out of here, and then we'll get right into the feel good story.
You suck, you jackass.
Okay. You want to hit the comments first?
Jalen and Two Fry. Go Birds. Which bird?
Eagles, probably.
Well, there's Ravens also.
Oh, Ravens, yeah.
So Jalen, which
fly
bird?
Birdie. How's that? A fly? No, that's never mind. That's a different song. How about Freebird? If I leave here tomorrow. Yeah, okay, anyways. Jackass of the week. Yeah, you think? Yeah, it was. That's another good quote. When I said the chickens come home to roost, he said when the cows come home. All right, go. Let's see what else is up there. You got anything else you want to bring in the chat?
Just Nabman and the Bills spent same shish kebab.
I like shish kebabs.
Yeah. Oh, I
like shrimp. Oh, dude, I like it when there's like shrimp and some vegetable, like shrimp, some onions, some what?
Oh no. Like? Oh, we do. We go to this.
No, but no, you don't do any of it at home?
No, we don't do. I used to, and I would love to do it, but I did it with scallops. Oh, I used to go to Costco when they were reasonable and get a bag of scallops and cook them all up. When I went over to my buddy's house, I swear because of the way I did it and cooked them and I had 3 or 4 pans going at the same time. Probably less than 2 minutes after I was done cooking, they were all gone.
Oh yeah. Did you have garlic?
Yep.
Oh.
I did them 3 different ways: garlic salt, chili powder, and
lemon.
Lemon garlic salt.
And dude, is it bad? Oh no, Nab man. Hey, have a great evening. Thank you so much for being in chat. Really do appreciate it. So take care. Have a great evening. You too.
Good luck on your show tonight.
Yep, absolutely. All right, you guys ready for the feel good story?
Well, I know my daughter's going to love it.
Buckle your seatbelts, guys. Buckle your seatbelts. Because here we go. A lot of people ain't going to like it, but you know what? I think it is the absolute perfect feel good story. And you know what? I wanted to, and I tried to put it in there before the show where James Brown goes, I feel good. But it said I couldn't do it because it was copyrighted.
No, you gotta do the end of it. I feel good.
There you go. That's what you gotta do. I feel good. Okay, here it is. After the Chiefs, now you already know where I'm going with this.
Oh yeah.
After the Chiefs lost to the Broncos, Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce took the time to greet all of the employees on their way out and even slipped them a little Christmas gift. Okay. What would be a little Christmas gift? I don't know. $50.
That's good.
Maybe $100. I mean, that's
really good.
That's quite generous. I'm not going to say the amount, but hang on. I'll say that. To each employee. This one employee said, and I quote, this female, no name given, but here it is. Travis and Taylor were smiling so big and just kept saying, Merry Christmas. Thank you so much for working Christmas today. But then they were gone, and I stopped to look at what was in my hand that she handed me. I immediately started crying. What in heaven's name? Why would she be crying? That's my whole paycheck for 2 weeks. End quote. What was the amount that Taylor Swift and or Travis Kelce handed her? $600. $600 to each employee they saw on their way out. Thank them for working Christmas Day. Thank them for doing what they do. Shook their hand and handed them $600. This lady said that's the exact amount I spent on my kids' Christmas because I wanted them to have a nice Christmas. I knew it would hurt me because that's all I had. And then I get this. No wonder she was crying. Was that hard for Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift to give up? Absolutely not.
No.
But it meant the world to that lady who got $600 to cover 2 weeks of working at the stadium. My gosh, you can say what you want about Travis Kelce, say what you want about Taylor Swift. Sure, when we see them as one side. We don't see the other side. This is the other side that a lot of people don't see. Do I like Travis Kelce on the field? Absolutely not. He's a Kansas City Chief. I don't like him when he's on the field because he's good and he's against us. Do I like Taylor Swift? I'm not big into her music. I don't really follow her. But man, when they do something like this and they take the time to appreciate They could have easily walked by. They could have easily walked by, said, "Hi, Merry Christmas, have a great, Happy New Year, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year," and walked on by, but they didn't. They didn't. And I will tell you something right now, guys. Each and every one of you watching, listening, and even to you, Spence, I will tell you this. I have a greater appreciation for Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift behind the scenes than I ever had before. I absolutely can honestly say that. What an absolute great gesture they did. Sure, it's Christmas. Sure, it's New Year's. But to give $600 to that lady who spent both of her paychecks so her kids could have a Christmas, I'm if I keep talking, I'm gonna choke up because I mean that just overwhelming. Go ahead, Spence.
Yeah, and you want to know something? It's probably a drop in the bucket for them, but it shows the humanity and appreciation they have for people. I mean, think about, they gave it to every employee who worked that game. You know that there's got to be at least, I'm just thinking, 1,000 people working that game behind the scenes, from security to vendors to concessionaires to ticket people to everything like that. I mean, that's $600,000. You know what? Might be a tax write-off, might not be, but it shows the human nature and the appreciation for people who don't have as much or are working on a holiday to take care of their family. So huge kudos to Taylor Swift. My daughter is a huge Swiftie. And to Travis Kelce, you know, good for you. If this is how you retire and go out with your last game in Kansas City, good for you. Great show of appreciation to not necessarily the fans, but the people who supported you in that stadium and made it sure that every fan could come out and enjoy watching you during your career. Well done, Travis. Well done, Taylor.
Absolutely. Victory lap. Yo!
Victory lap. I saved the last bit for you, Victory lap.
Brad says, speaking of Travis Kelce, nothing against him, but I wouldn't miss him if he retires because he gives me nightmares every time we play against him. I understand. Yep. That's why I said I respect him for off the field for what he and Taylor Swift did, but on the field, yeah, I can agree. He totally drives me nuts too, man. Absolutely.
No, here, I'll put this one. Okay,
I was gonna do.
We are in serious trouble in the playoffs if we play like we've been. You know what, Mike? I'm looking at both the AFC and the NFC, and I think this is the first time in so many years, and as much as I think the Broncos are going to go through, that the playoffs are wide open. I could make a case, and honestly, an open, objective case for 5 teams in each conference. For the AFC, Denver, New England, Jacksonville, Houston, Buffalo could go to the Super Bowl. In the NFC, the Rams, the 49ers, Seattle, Philadelphia, and Green Bay. That's how wide open both sides of the playoffs are. If we've been playing like we've been playing ever since we got off that bye against Washington, Green Bay, Jacksonville, yeah, I do have a little concern. But I think having this week off, getting that number 1 seed is going to help, even though Bill's laughing at my comment.
No, I'm not laughing at your comment, dude. I'm laughing at this one. Hang on. All the Swifties are crying right now. But then watch this one. Richard Rich goes, sorry, I heard Taylor Swift on you and threw up.
Richie Rich, I tried so hard not to throw up while I was.
But you gotta admit that is a great gesture. You gotta admit. I mean, when you got that comment, come on. What do you really think $600,000? That would be like what to me and you, Spence? A couple hundred. $600,000. She's worth millions. Travis Kelce's worth millions, and it's a drop in the bucket.
It's a drop in the bucket.
And it made people happy. It made that lady happy. That woman, I don't know how old she is. They didn't give her name or age or anything, but just to think that to do something nice to somebody, to walk up to somebody and say, "Hey, thank you," so put your hand out to shake your hand, and she gives you something and says, "Merry Christmas, thank you so much for working Christmas and Happy New Year," whatever. And they walk away, and you look at your hand, you see $600. I mean, I read that and I had to stop. I literally had to stop and just think, what would I do? How would I react? I mean, that's just okay. I'm going to tell a little story, guys. I'm going to tell a little story.
Go for it.
Okay. So years ago, probably, 10 years ago, easily. Oh no, we've been up here 18 years. So maybe it's 20 years ago. My wife and I were in Escondido, south of where I live, 75 miles south of where I live, 45, 50 miles south of where I live. And we were doing some shopping stuff, and she wanted to get a burger. So we stopped over at McDonald's. Not a big McDonald's fan, but it was closest for where we're at. So we stopped at McDonald's. We ordered takeout, drive through. We went on a parking lot. We were sitting in parking lot, kind of a vacant parking lot. There's a couple of the shops and stuff around, but in a vacant area. And there's this guy walks up, and I'm like, "Oh God, here we go. I don't want to deal with this." I'm like, "Don't, babe, just look the other way. Don't look." She's like, No, I have a strong feeling. And I'm like, "What?" And she's like, "I want to give this guy, I got a feeling he needs food." I'm like, "Oh, fudge." I'm like, "All right." So anyways, he walks up and she rolls the window down. I'm thinking, "Oh, great. We're going to get freaking kidnapped or something." Cause I'm always thinking the worst. But anyway, so he comes up and he says, "Excuse me." He says, "I'm really hungry. I don't have any food. Do you have anything?" And my wife said, "You know what? Here's $10. Go to McDonald's, get a meal, and I want you to get something to eat." Do you know the guy went to McDonald's, got himself some food, came back to our car, and said, "Thank you, thank you, thank you. I haven't eaten in 2 days." My heart broke. My heart broke. I don't know if the guy was legit or not. I really don't. That's beside the point. My heart broke because of the generosity of my wife. And I didn't want to go down that road. But the generosity of my wife, I looked at my wife after he left. I looked at my wife after she rolled the window, and I had tears in my eyes. I said, "You know what? You taught me a lesson. You taught me a lesson that you never know the impact of what you can do to somebody." I've never forgotten that story, dude. I've never forgotten that story. And that's why I say with Taylor Swift, and I mean, was the $10 out of our pocket going to break us? No. But I'll tell you what, it made an impact to that guy. For him to come back and say thank you. And we saw that he bought himself food. And I was that changed me. That really, I mean, not that I go out and do that for everybody, because I don't. But at that moment in time, that changed me on how I look at different things. And that's why when this story came up, I said, I got to share this, because I felt the same kind of thing that brought back that memory. And that's why I shared it tonight.
Yeah, I usually, when me and my wife before we had kids, were going out to dinner, every time we had leftovers going home, we purposely drive somewhere where we can give those leftovers to someone who can eat for that night. Now, granted, it's tough to do when you have kids in the car, because you got to think of the kids first.
Sure.
Nothing against them. But always when we have leftovers, and one of the other things I do, I collect all of our recycling. And there are times my daughter and I go down and do it, but I know there's some guys who go hunting for recycling late at night in some of the shopping malls. And occasionally, if I'm up and I don't have to be up at the crack of dawn, I go take all our recycling and give it to these guys. Nice. They're always appreciative. It's the little things in life that you do to help people. And that's what we're here on this earth to do, is to help each other, not to hinder, not to attack, to help.
That's what Victor Lap says right there. What's the point of having all that money if you're not sharing?
Agree. And you know what? Yes, you might be in a situation where you're just making the ends meet. You might be struggling. you might be well off. But if you go out and you just help somebody every day,
Mhm.
take that approach that we're here to help, not to hinder.
Yep.
I've got a situation where there's somebody who, anytime some kids live next door to this one guy, anytime a ball goes over, a bat, a hockey stick, a football, you know what that guy does? He takes that stuff and throws it in the trash, doesn't return it.
Wow.
That's just the kind of person he is. And so these kids, anytime they lose stuff, I get more wiffle balls for them. I've gotten them another football with the whistle so they can have it. What does it mean when you take something that belongs to kids or take something away from people just because you're angry with your own life?
Yeah.
I mean, we're on this earth to help people, not to hinder.
Yeah. Brad says, if there's an angel award for kindness, your wife absolutely deserves it. I agree.
Yep.
I agree. I told her, I said, you know what? That was a wake-up call to me. That was really a wake-up call. Like I said, not that I do it with every Tom, Dick, and Harry on the road or whatever, but when that guy walked up and just asked, is there anything you can do? I just, after he came back and said thanks and showed us, I was just like, wow, I'm done. I'm done.
Yeah.
I literally cried. I literally did. I was humbled. I was absolutely humbled by my wife's generosity. It woke me up. And that was so cool about that. Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift. That's cool. All right, let's get back to some good stuff before my tears start coming down.
It's all right. While you clean those, I'll clean. Oh, Joseph here says, do we need help at safety? Is it time for Barron to shift on certain packages? Ooh, Bill, what do you think?
I don't know. I don't know. Has it really been a safety issue or has it been a scheme issue?
That's what I'm thinking. It's a scheme issue.
Yeah,
I don't think.
That's what I'm thinking.
I'm thinking the matchups are, if it gets to the point where the safeties are the concern, then what's happening to the 9 guys in front of them?
Yeah.
Are they not doing their job, or is the situation not put in play?
Yeah, good point.
Anyway, and then our good friend, the Masrod, thinks Houston's winning the AFC. So Houston has to get through Jacksonville, has to get through New England, has to get through the Broncos. Tough chore. I mean, you're going into the playoff on a winning streak right now, but tough chore. But we appreciate you being part of the program and your support. And you never know, we might see you guys in the playoffs based on the match.
Speaking of playoffs. Great segue, dude.
Playoffs.
This is interesting, and I am all for this. This is 100%. I've been advocating this forever to my friends. Are you ready? Here we go. The NFL has pushed for an 18-game season. That's not what I'm after.
Oh.
And should that happen, the playoff seeding would look differently. Could the playoff seeding be more like the NHL, where it's based on the team, regardless of division, that has the better record? Now, granted, NHL is based on points, but the NFL could be based on record. Let me continue. That would mean a more fair structure. Instead of a division winner with a 9-8 record hosting a wild card team with a 10-7 record. Roger Goodell wants this format, and eventually he's likely to get it. Freaking man. I am so in favor of this. Why? Because why should a team with a better record go to a team with the lesser record on the road? That makes zero sense. The NHL has got it right. The NHL has it right. It doesn't matter what division. Now, it matters division when it comes in the NHL. It does matter to division when it comes to particular like if you break it down for division, for certain awards, it's like that. But overall conference and league, it's based on where you're structured. Am I correct, Spence?
Well, yes and no, but no, go finish your point because
okay. So my point is this: if the NFL, and I know guys, you're going to flash back to when Tim Tebow went 8-8, and the Steelers were 10-6, and they had to go to Denver. Denver beat them, and the Broncos went to New England and got their butt kicked. Okay, that game should not have happened in Denver. I'm glad it did because I loved it. But going forward, I don't like the fact that a team that is 9-8 can host a team that is 10-7 or 11-6 or 12-5. That makes no sense. Now, on the flip side, my nephew Bobby says, well, hey, if you've got a record of 12-5, but you have to go play a team that's 9-8, you should beat them because you got a better record. Okay, that's true, but you're on the freaking road. It could be in New England where it's cold and ice, or it could be in Metropolitan Stadium. Well, it used to be Metropolitan Stadium, Bloomington, Minnesota. It could be in U.S. Bank Stadium in Minnesota where you're in the dome. It makes a big difference where you play. Now, I know that Minnesota doesn't play in the AFC. I'm just making a comparison with dome because I like the Vikings. That's my NFC team. I'm just making a comparison between outdoors and indoors. It should not be. If you win a division, great. You win a division, so be it. But in the playoff seeding, it should not be based on whether you won a division. It should be based on what your record is. I know, Spencer, you're going to disagree, so go ahead and give the flip side.
Well, here's the flip side. Why it's successful in the NHL is you play an 82-game season, so you can create divisions with more teams in it because they'll play each other. Imagine you did it in the NFL right now. So you would have a 18-game season, 2 divisions with 8 teams. So you're playing home and road against 8 teams. So that's 7 other teams. That's 14 games right there. What are you going to do with the other 4? So you don't have the games going against other teams. So you got to kind of keep this 4 team in a division matchup so that you can get more matchups peripherally. Now, I know you want to reward the division winner with a home game. I'm all for, you want to know something? You finish second and you're a wild card and you're 12-5. Potentially, there's a team that could be 13-4 and be a wild card. You know what? Get your butt on the road and go beat up somebody because you didn't win their division. I think a division winner gets rewarded with a home game. And you want to know something? Let's look at one of the more famous games of this situation. Wasn't it New Orleans who was, I think they were 12-4, had to go to Seattle, who was 7-9, and New Orleans got their butts whipped? You want to know something? I like this format the way it is. I don't want to see, well, because you're 12-5 and you couldn't win your own division, you now have a home game. Because I think it's going to mess up other situations. The playoffs are great the way they are right now. Let's not mess with them. Let's not try to go, well, wild card team with the 12-5 record going. You want to know something? It's the playoffs. Go win a game.
Okay, how about this? How about this scenario? How about this scenario? The way it is in the NHL. Let's use that by comparison.
Okay.
NHL takes the top 7. I know it's points, guys, but let's think of records. Okay, let's think of records. You take the top 7. Let's say you take the top 8. Okay, right? Top 8. Now, what they're proposing? I didn't put the whole article in there, but what they're proposing is the number 1 plays the number 8 in the conference. It's all about based on conference. You eliminate divisions.
Hang on 1 sec. But the NHL does this. You have each conference has 2 divisions of 8 teams.
Right.
So you start the first 2 rounds in your own division.
Right.
You don't. The only way you would go to the other division is if you're one of the 2 wild cards. The top 3 in each division are the seeds. The
Right.
next 2 teams with the best record go to each division. So you stay within those 14 brackets,
Right.
and until you get to the conference finals.
Right. Well, they could do that in the NFL. And I know, and that the article even said that Roger Goodell is pushing this, and he's hoping that it comes to fruition either before or no later than 2031. That's only 5 years away, guys. Well, 6 counting this year. That's 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. 6 years. So he wants it done within the next 5 to 6 years or less.
I think the competition committee knocks it down. I think
You
they'll
do?
look at I think they'll look at the rationale of the current setup and the way the divisions are right now. Because anyway, if you take away the divisions, and Jack, you just took my point away. You take away the divisions, there's no more rivalries. You just make it all 8 teams or all 16 teams. Where's the matchups? Where's the divisions? Where's the rivalries? And if you say, oh, no, we could still have the rivalries. Well, what you're going to have is you're going to have more games within the division, that 8-team or whatever team division, and less games outside the division. What makes the product of the NFL more unique is you have so little games, but you try to have more diversity of games going all over the place. That's why when they added the 17th game, they made sure it was against a different conference opponent. Like the Broncos this year, their 17th game was against Green Bay. It wasn't against anybody else in the AFC. It was against an NFC opponent. That way you get more of these matchups, which don't happen as much.
No, I get what you're saying. I totally understand what you're saying, and it makes a lot of sense. I don't know. I'm just a huge hockey fan. I know you guys probably don't. I know you guys probably don't believe that, but I really am. I mean, you can ask Spence. You can ask anybody that really knows me. Jack Kennan knows I'm a huge hockey fan. He's a big Sharks fan. We talk a lot about that, but I love the Avalanche. I love hockey. I love the format. I love the way it's done. And I would love to see that in the NFL. But Spence, you make a very, very strong point. When you got 82 games versus 17/18 games, it's a big difference. So I know what you're saying. It carries a lot of weight, but you know that Roger Goodell wants this. He wants this.
You want to know
that's
something?
What it's going to be.
Honestly, I think you get more money with the more diverse product that you have right now. This making sure that a 12-5 team gets more home field games over a 7-9 team in the playoffs doesn't bring that much more money.
Well, that's true, because if you have like again, when the Broncos played the Steelers back in Tebow's time, that was a lot of money for Denver. Although, I mean, that place was packed. That place was packed because Denver had a home game where they normally would not in the format that it would be if it's like hockey.
There you go.
Yeah. I was going to say the Bronco fans would travel, but it wouldn't be the home game. It wouldn't be the atmosphere. It wouldn't be the hotels. It wouldn't be the restaurants. It wouldn't be the whole kit and caboodle, so to speak.
Yeah, and if you do that where it's more intra-conference, what you're taking away is when are we going to have another matchup against the Minnesota Vikings? 6 years, 7 years, 8 years, 10 years? They've done it. The way they've done this right now is you, at a minimum, you'll play a counterpart in the NFC if we're an AFC team once every 4 years.
Yeah, true. All right. I know, guys, you love me to do this every week. The last 2 topics. And I know Spencer's wife.
Anna's cheering.
I'm just going to say, I can bet. All right. This is important, guys. If you look below my name, it says must win this Sunday for the #1 seed. Here we go. Sean Payton with the season's finale this Sunday against the Wagons. Chargers. Sean Payton wants the crowd totally into the meaning and importance of this game. Payton said, and I quote, "Man, I sure hope so," end quote, on the fans, if they will create a playoff atmosphere. I quote again, Sean Payton. "I say this, I'm not critical, but earlier, no shell games on the scoreboard. I don't want that. No follow the Bronco head or anything gaming on the scoreboard. I don't want that. Let's get this. When they're in the huddle," meaning the other team, of course, "when they're in the huddle, make it deafening. That's the 12th man. That's truly it. There could be no better one to accomplish that," end quote. Sean Payton wants this game badly. Sean Payton wants the bye week badly. Sean Payton knows that this game is all important, regardless if the Wagoners are playing their starters or they're not. Sean Payton wants this game. Spence, do the Bronco fans show up in full throat, in full energy, in full passion to bring the noise so loud that it totally disrupts not Justin Herbert, but Trey Lance as the Wagoners starting quarterback? Do the fans do their job this Sunday?
I think they do, because true Bronco fans know how critical this game is. This is for the number 1 seed. This is to make sure that all future playoff games go through Denver if you want to get into the Super Bowl. I was just looking right now to see what the weather was going to be like in Denver and for this Sunday's game, and it's going to be 63 degrees and sunny and excellent weather. 63 degrees for football in Denver.
In January?
In January.
Wow.
A lot better weather than we're having here in Santa Clarita right now.
Well, now the temperature here is, it's 60 degrees.
It's 48 in Denver right now, and it's 49 here in Santa Clarita.
49?
Yeah.
How come mine says 60? What is wrong with my phone?
That's where in your area.
I'm south. I'm south.
I've got mine.
I'm a lot of southeast of you.
Yeah, I've got mine hooked up to my temperature gauge outside. And, yeah,
really? You got a phone that can do that?
Oh yeah.
Well, you got everything, man. No, you got everything, dude. We're at 61 degrees. Holy crap!
Don't you know who I'm married to? I have to have everything or else. No, hey. This game, I know. This game, they have to treat everybody from the employees in the stadium to the field operators to the players to the fans to the staff to management, have to treat this like a playoff game, because you lose, and you're going to lose a lot more than just ending your season right now. You lose big advantage.
They won't lose their season. They'll still be in the playoffs, but they'll drop from first to probably third.
Yeah, exactly. Which means you have to go through New England or Jacksonville.
Well, you'll have one home game, and then you go on the road for the next 2, and you have to play 3 games instead of just 2 games.
You see, Sean Payton's thinking of the bigger picture here. Yeah. Now, let's be serious. The Walton family is thinking, hey, let's get some extra advertising, get a few extra bucks, get the fans emotionally like that. No, this has got to be football playoff atmosphere now.
Yep. I agree. Speaking of the football playoff atmosphere, as we wrap up the show tonight, here it is. Last topic. Last game of the regular season, our predictions. Preview. Wagoners, Chargers are resting some players, including Herbert, as well as some defensive players. And Denver needs to take advantage of this opportunity to win this game and secure the number 1 spot. Spence, what is it going to take for the Broncos to win this game at home, secure the number 1 seed, and have a bye week much needed to rest the player? What's it going to take on offense, defense, special teams, and coaching?
Just play the best football you have ever played in your entire life. You got to come out with that attitude. Now,
do they need to play all 4 quarters?
It might come to that because, again, what have I said? This team has played up to their competition. They have played down to their competition. So anything's possible. Look at what happened with Kansas City. We were favored by 13.5 points. We played down to them. We just won the game and got out of there. We're favored by 13 points again.
We are?
Yeah, we're favored. I'm just checking right now. And
wow, I didn't see that.
We're a 13-point favorite. Over under 37.5 points.
I would say, well, I'll tell you what
my prediction, Broncos are going to win 20-9. I don't think you're
9?
Yeah.
All right.
20-9. So what I'm saying is this: we're going to win. 13 is a lot to ask us. I'm hopeful. I'm just hopeful that they come out, put them away early, get your favorite boy Stidham out there. But honestly,
my favorite boy.
Honestly, the attitude of both teams is going to be based on.
Wow. Ty Eagles is 31-6.
I would love for that to be the score. But I'm a nervous
I like
wreck.
that.
I like that.
But
but essentially this, how are we compete is going to be up to basically some of the early games. I mean, Jacksonville at Tennessee, Houston at Indy, and let's see, the Patriots, I think, are they still? No, the Bills got moved to the 1:00 game. So did the Patriots. So
you know why, don't you? You know why?
Yeah.
Because they don't want the Broncos to know what the Patriots have done or
bingo.
Yep.
So that's
and New England doesn't want to know either what Denver has to do, or they don't want to give many.
Put them all at the same time so that they don't have to do this.
I like
the Broncos just have to come out.
That's what they do. That's what they do in baseball too. Have you noticed that? They'll do that in baseball towards the end of the season. They'll put all the games at the same time, and they won't put it on the scoreboard.
So essentially this, the Broncos just have to come out and play their guts out and don't worry about who the competition is on the other side. Just go out there and dominate.
Ooh, I don't like that, Ty Breeze. I don't like that. I love what you're saying, but I don't like it. That's a contradictory, right? I love what you're saying, but I don't like it. The reason why I've said it says Broncos are playing against bench players. It's a breeze.
No,
you can't go there. In my opinion, you can't go there because
bench players are unpredictable.
Not only that, but they're going to play really hard. They're trying to make the team for next year. They're trying to make a name for themselves. They're trying to say, see, I was out there and we beat these guys. They're going to try to play their freaking backside off. And if Denver is not on their A game, hey, all I have to say is this. Did you guys watch Alabama, Indiana?
Mm-hmm.
Alabama, Indiana, yesterday on New Year's Day. Alabama has never lost to a team that had never. Okay, Alabama had the most wins in playoffs, and Indiana had the most losses, and Indiana kicked their freaking butt. Why? Alabama took them for granted. In my opinion, Alabama took it for granted. And Indiana came out and said, we ain't got nothing to lose. Nobody expects us.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, we're undefeated, but we're not supposed to be.
Yeah, and also Eagles. Look at our matchup against Kansas City. They were going to their third string quarterback. Look how close that game was. Look how tight that game was. Look what we had to do in the fourth quarter. Never underestimate the people coming off the bench, because you have no film on them. You have no knowledge of them. They're unpredictable. And that is, and if you take them for granted, you'll get burned.
Exactly right. Exactly right. All right, we are at the 2-hour mark. We are going to wrap this up. Spence, your prediction again. Once again, you said what? 20-6?
20-9.
20-9. I say Denver 27, Wagoners 16.
Ooh, you think they're going to get a touchdown?
2016, 27-16. Excuse me, 27-16. Your difference is 11 points. My difference is 11 points. How do you like that?
I like that.
We didn't even talk about it before the show. So,
no.
All right, Spence. I know you need to get out of here. Before we do, once again, guys, thanks so much for being in the chat. We love you guys. Happy New Year, Spence. Take us out with everybody in the chat, which has been absolutely on fire.
Amen. And thank you guys all for being part of the chat. First, start with my dad. Dad, hope you're doing well up there in Colorado. Hope the snow hasn't buried you in too much and you're enjoying the show. Thank you so much. Love you guys, Mom, Dad. And I don't know if Dylan's still there with you, but I appreciate everything. Good show tonight, boys, because see you in the next one. Have a great night. Let's go Broncos. Thank you, Brad, so much. Devoted Broncos fan there in Denver. Are you going to go see the game this weekend? 63 degrees. Might be a great game to go to. And T-shirt and shorts.
I was going to say shorts and T-shirt.
Yeah. Amen. Avatar 80239. Great to have you back as part of the show. Thank you so much for being part of the show. Great to have you back. Hopefully we'll see you on more Fridays. Robert Moreno, I know you're a Vikings fan. It's going to come back. You're going to have an opportunity to get back. Thank you for being part of the show. Rudy or Ruby. Rudy, thank you for being part of the show. David Yonkin, I appreciate everything. Thank you for being a part of the show. Cheech and Chong, thank you guys for checking in. Hopefully you could see us through all the smoke that you're dealing with. My Lil, thank you so much for being part of the show. Appreciate it. J36921. Everyone keep calm. Oh, Brad is in California. I apologize, Brad. I thought you were in Colorado. So J36921 wants us all to remain calm. No, we're doing the close of the show. We're going to be frantic. Whip Hero.
LAX.
Whip Hero, I know you're a big Jacksonville fan. I'm scared if these guys keep their momentum going, but it's going to be interesting, your matchup, and I got a feeling somehow, some way, we're going to run into each other again in the playoffs. Who knows? Sam Watkins, thank you for being part of the show. He's a Buffalo fan. Jay's also a Bears fan. I know I gave you keep calm, right, Jay? Keep calm. Everybody stay calm. Nabman, I know you ran out, but thank you very much for being part of the show. Clayton Haran, thank you so much for being part of the show. Brad, got you again. Sorry I said you were in California. Sorry I said you were in Colorado. I know you're in California.
Hey, they both start with a C. What the heck?
I know. Henry, hope you're doing well. Is Aiden behaving over at your house? Thank you for being part of the show. Daniel Berrien, thank you for being part of the show. Cairo, thank you for being a part of the show. Appreciate your comments. Anthony V303, thank you for being part of the show. Appreciate your comments. D-Rod, Happy New Year to you. Thank you for being. Julian Wells, Sprechen Sie Deutsch? Thank you for being part of the show.
From Berlin.
For Berlin at 4 o'clock in the morning. Thank you for being part of the show. Jack Kenna, thank you so much, Jack. I couldn't keep up with you tonight. The boss wouldn't let me. Supposedly it's supposed to be a dry January. I said, well, it's raining out, so it's not dry yet. So as long as it's raining. Paul Schaefer, thank you for being a part of the show. Really appreciate it. Jalen 225, you said go Birds. Which Birds? We didn't hear from you. Thank you for being part of the show.
It's the Freebirds.
Oh, Freebirds. Victory Lap. Yo! Oh, Victory Lap. Thank you for being part of the show. Mike D075. Keep the negativity going, but appreciate you being part of the show. Richie Rich, thank you so much for jumping in. Love your show on the network. Appreciate everything you do for us. Joseph Sitters, safety help? No, I think we need help with the schemes going on. Broncos country is worldwide, baby. Oh, yeah.
Thanks, Brad. You're right. Berlin is in the house.
I'll get a few friends from Korea who are up this late, see if they can pop on. The Mascard still thinks Houston's winning the AFC. Well, they got to win the division first, but you're welcome to your opinion. Appreciate it. And Ty Eagles predicting a score of 31-6. Ty Eagles, thank you so much for being part of the show. Everybody,
I got optimism.
Love your optimism. Everybody, thank you for being a part of our podcast, of our show. Thank you for your comments. Thank you for your support. Thank you for keeping the energy going for 2 hours. We appreciate you being a part of this and hope you guys have a wonderful 2026 and beyond. Bill, take us out.
Guys, I couldn't echo Spence any more than what he said. Guys, you've been phenomenal to start 2026. Very first show of 2026. Guys, you're the best. Always the backbone of the show. We love you dearly. Thank you so much for your support, for your chat, for your comments. We appreciate it beyond anything we could ever say, and just our heartfelt gratitude. Thank you so much, guys. Until next Friday, enjoy your weekend. Enjoy Broncos Wagoners beatdown and get the #1 seed, hopefully, this Sunday. Until then, guys, until next Friday, we hope we are talking about the #1 seed in the AFC, period. Till then, guys, have a fantastic weekend. We will talk to you then. Take care. Bye-bye.
Fast lane when I pass in the street, bag of money in the passenger seat. Simcoe's been asking for me on the road from the west to the east. Way up, I might never come down, cause the coast's racking up the flight miles. So high, I might never come down.